Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
Oh. Adjust myself.
Will it stay up there?
I don't know if it'll stay up there or not.
It'll stay up there.
Nelson, right there.
Don't
Right
hate on
there.
the AK box.
Hopefully this sounds good, since I think the mic is in the audio box in my office.
That would make sense.
So
The yellow box.
the yellow box.
The big yellow box.
The big yellow box.
We will all make sure that we stand a little bit closer. Heather, you might need to scoot forward.
Don't stand.
I can talk louder.
Don't stand.
You're more than welcome to talk louder. Look, you got to compete with Marcus. You should be able to talk loud.
Yes.
That's facts, actually.
Yeah. Well.
Speaking of talking loud.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. He set me up. That's another setup for a spike. My name is Marcus, and I am your clueless leader. Today we're going to go on a learning journey. If I sound tired, it's because I am.
Really hate that for you.
It was actually, like, I'm exhausted from pushing motorcycles today.
Well, I watched you push that one through the parking lot. That was,
Yeah.
we just hit the start button.
If you know that voice, that is the D-man himself.
Oh, God.
No, I'm not going to respond to that one.
Just because you're being that way.
Yeah, I'm here.
Say hi, Daniel.
Hey there.
I also have the always so lovely, so elegant, so sweet, until she gets a drink in her hand, Miss Muffin.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, yeah, she knows the difference between abuse and discipline. She
Closed
has
fist and open palm.
she has soap and a sock at the house ready.
At least you'll be clean.
Doesn't leave bruises. So, for those of y'all listening to this, I hope y'all enjoyed the last episode. For those that just listened, when we say there is a visual component on YouTube, the whole thing is filmed and on YouTube.
So the audio coincides with a video that we took while we were there at Barber's.
So the audio for the podcast. So we were running our wireless lav mics, which you heard me mention on the podcast, with the GoPro. And at my office, I didn't edit.
No.
I just synced audio from the internal recording from the wireless lavs to the audio of the video and muted out the GoPro audio, so it's just the lav mic audio. And after doing all that, I then stripped the audio from that video and posted it on YouTube, so you literally hear the exact same audio. But to the people that did reach out to me, they seem to really enjoy it. They seem to enjoy that visual component. I know Chris said for him, being up in the Northeast, it's not just right down the road to go to Barber, so he really enjoyed us doing that.
Yeah.
And we'll do that more
As we get opportunities to do so.
as we have opportunities.
Because I know we
yes.
definitely enjoyed having that video component.
Yeah,
as
it
well.
was really cool.
And it's a learning experience for us.
There are times where there's not going to be a visual component until we kind of see that people want it more. Because right now, literally the visual component would just be a video of us sitting in the
Studio
White
B.
Lightning Harley Davidson Studio B.
Yeah, and if that's something that you guys want to see, us just sitting here, our reactions. Well,
Yeah.
I do feel like some of the podcasts we recorded, the facial reactions would have been great to actually have a video component to, but for a majority of them, it's just
Possibly
us
so.
casually sitting here enjoying
Yeah.
conversation.
Well, and there's things I can edit the mess out of some videos. There are things that I'm still trying to figure out because I have not gone to school for any of this stuff. So I'm using YouTube to my advantage to teach me how to do things. like the picture-in-picture,
Mm-hmm.
because that would actually be really cool for what we're going to talk about, to be able to run the picture-in-picture,
Absolutely.
watch it, talk about it, those types of things, and also when other releases come. That being said, what we are going to talk about today is big money motorcycles.
Woo!
Big money.
Big money.
Lots
Big
of dollar
money
signs.
Monies.
But not as many dollar signs as you would think.
That is true. So I want to state a callback to the episode that I did in Panama called Advice from Your Drunk Uncle. Joey made an absurd statement about the pricing of what he thought the CVOs would be. And I just want to point out now, if you go back and listen to that exact episode and hear what they say, I was pretty much spot on. So, you know, I'm not going to go into exact details. This is Russ' estimate based on Harley Davidson's suggested MSRP is in the mid to low fours. So, which is right in line with what I talked about multiple times. As times go on, motorcycles go up between $500 to $1,000. There are years where they haven't gone up, but just
And
how
there are
things
also
go.
years where they've gone up a good
No.
substantial portion.
Not more.
Well, maybe
more
not
than that.
Harleys, but just in
Oh,
general.
there are
Yeah.
other brands
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
have had jumps.
I'm just talking
No,
about motorcycle pricing in general.
Harley tends to keep it somewhere between $500 to $1,000.
Yeah.
And if it's $1,000 jump, there's a lot of changes.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, that still goes in. You're talking about a $40,000+ motorcycle.
40,000, yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Motorcycle
That's a
is
lot of
not
money
for
for
everybody.
a motorcycle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although
That's
I-
why it's a CVO.
Although I currently have CVO money plus in my motorcycle.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
people make choices.
They do. But that being said, Daniel watched the video last week.
I did.
I actually did not get to sit and watch the video until its full entirety, until right before we started to record this.
Same.
As
So-
he
Same.
finished watching.
I no, it's good. It's
Oh,
still
so
recording.
He finished watching the video and then hit record.
Pretty
Yes.
much.
So
Yeah.
this is a fresh memory for him
And me.
and for Heather.
Yeah, no, I never set the auto lock, so we have
Okay.
full visual of what's happening.
Well, we've had that happen before.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden it's like, well,
well.
when did it shut off?
Yeah. So, so me and Miss Muffin just watched the video. Daniel watched the video previously, but sat here and listened to the video.
Good to remember some of the topics.
I mean, Daniel, first quick opinion.
I think it is great what Harley is trying to do with these bikes. They're putting a lot of new technology that everybody. We've talked about this before numerous times on the podcast. Oh, Harleys are antiquated. They're stuck in the past. They're not doing anything new. This is basically all new, down to the engine. The only thing that's carryover is the frame.
And I don't even know about that.
I mean, at least
I don't even know if the frame is carryover.
It might not be.
The rear fender is carryover.
okay.
And the wheels themselves are carryover.
But
Yes.
everything else, as far as what Harley has put out,
Correct.
is new.
Correct.
That's what I meant. Like, this is all new.
Yeah.
This is not something that they're taking off their, previously done models and fancying it up a little bit with, bold new graphics or different type of paint. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
a new bike, essentially.
Muffin, what's your...
The technology is great. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna have to grow on me, look wise.
So,
Honestly,
I think me and Daniel have looked at it more than you have.
probably.
And that's why it has grown on us.
Yeah.
Yeah. The street glide, I like the street glide. The road glide is gonna have to grow on me a little bit.
So,
Which I think is fair.
Yeah.
that's fair to say. So, some of the key points, we'll start at the front of the motorcycle, go to the rear of the motorcycle, and then we'll go to the heart of the motorcycle.
I think something that everybody is going to have some comment about is the headlight on both bikes. Just the way the lighting.
Yeah.
I don't think they look bad. I think it's just such a...
How about the fact that the street glide doesn't have a halo, it's got a horseshoe.
Yes.
Yeah.
but when you watch the video and you listen to their reasoning for doing the lighting in the way that they did, it makes sense. Because that is something, as a motorcyclist, if you've ever ridden at night, you have a single headlight up front.
Yeah, side lighting is a huge...
It's key.
Especially riding on a back road where you don't have street lights and it's a curvy back road, side lighting is very important.
Well, and around here, we have deer and all kinds of creatures like that. But there's places that have it a lot worse, even when it just comes to deer, than we do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, the advantage of having more light output to the side is a huge plus.
Oh, for sure.
That's a major plus mark in the category.
No, I'm not going to... Like I said, the styling, it's different. And when any company puts out something that's new and different, it takes a little bit of getting used to. Because that doesn't look like any other Harley that's out there.
You mean like how I still hear Goldwing guys complain about the new Goldwings?
Yes, exactly. Because it doesn't look like their 1976 GL 1000.
But what's funny is we say, let's start the front end, and Daniel goes immediately to the headlight. That's not what Muffin would have said. Muffin, what's the first thing you think of when you see the new CVO on the front end?
I guess it does technically stick out a little bit further.
Honestly, the headlight was what I would have said.
Really?
Yeah.
Inverted front end.
Yes.
I honestly didn't notice.
Still won't make you a better rider, but...
That's fine.
What's so funny is they say on the video they did an inverted front end. What was it? They said stiffer and something else.
More responsive.
Stiffer and more responsive. You can get stiffer and more responsive suspension out of traditional suspension.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
It's called valving and drop-in.
It's getting it tuned properly to
Correct.
the riding style.
Correct.
But that's with anything.
But I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a generational thing. And technology, I've talked multiple times about technology. When most people think of technology, they think of electronics. But that is technology. Everything is technology. And as time goes on, the cost of an inverted front end has reduced to the point of where Harley can now do an inverted front suspension and it still keep it inside of a budget range.
Yes.
If they had tried to do this 5 years ago, that bike might be $5,000 more than what they're asking for it now.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I think it's great that they're actually using it because, I mean, how many times have we talked about inverted front suspension where guys are like, oh, well, that's the first modification I would do on A, B, C, D bike.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do. All right. Harley just did it.
Yeah.
For
me, it's the look.
Oh, I think it looks fantastic.
It's not necessarily the ride.
Yeah.
It's the look.
Well, because like you just said, you properly valve a traditional forks, they're going to work almost for most riders the exact same. You're not going to know
definitely
the
for
difference.
most riders, because most riders are not going to be riding that bike at a limit.
Yeah.
Where it's going to make a difference. I do find it interesting that the front fender is the same style of fender as the current ST models.
And that's probably them trying to get that sportiness that they're inferring with everything else.
Right. Kind of like putting Brembo on the calipers. For anybody that has a 14 or newer Harley that is not a Sportster, you have Brembo brakes. Brembo manufactures the brakes for Harley-Davidson. They have now just changed over to a different brake system that says Brembo on it.
Yes, they went to a radial-mounted brake system for the front. And if I recall correctly, they said that they went to a 4-piston caliper for the rear.
Yeah, bigger 4-piston caliper.
Which is essentially what was being put on the front of a lot of bikes in the past.
Yes.
A 4-piston caliper.
Unless it's your KZ, then it's got a single piston caliper.
Or, yes, but I mean, you could also be as good as the ZRX and have a 6-piston caliber.
Yeah. Not everybody needs a 6 pistons to stop a 350-pound motorcycle.
Well, you know what? Kawasaki knew what they were doing in the 1990s. It's the same. Those are the same Takikos that are on the Hayabusa. So if it can stop a Hayabusa, it can stop a 400-pound motorcycle.
I've seen a lot of Hayabusas not stop.
Well, it stops mine.
So, anyways, yeah, bigger front disc, radial mounted caliper, Brembo calipers, inverted front suspension, new headlight, moving behind the fairing. What is it? 12.8, 12.5?
12.4.
12.4 inch display.
There are no more gauges.
No, there's gauges.
Oh, were there still gauges on there?
They're in the screen.
Well,
there is no more.
I couldn't remember if they showed like an additional.
Yeah.
It's like,
No.
you get voltage over here and oil temp over here, and that's it.
There is no more analog gauges on the motorcycle.
That is something that I like and dislike at the same time.
You also have gauge option layout, though,
which is unique and fun.
So you can run a similar setup to how Heather's Jeep is, where it has a gauge on one side, a tachometer on the other side, and have something displaying in the middle.
Yep.
You can run in map mode, where you have like a couple little gauges off to one side that all it's doing is doing a digital readout and not like the needle
you
style.
don't have the sweep.
Which, for me, I don't need the sweep when it comes to a digital gauge.
No, you need to see the number.
I just want to see the number. That's the only thing I care about.
But then again, I mean, this is something that me and you have talked about before. As a motorcyclist, you kind of know how fast you're going. You know what RPM you're at.
The only time I don't know how fast I'm going is if I'm on a backcountry road and the speed limit's 30. I'm probably running 55 and don't realize I'm running 55 miles an hour.
Yeah.
If I'm on the interstate or I'm in traffic or I'm on a gun barrel road or any of that stuff.
90 plus.
I know how fast I'm going.
Yeah.
With the flow of traffic.
Correct.
Right.
And your speed is irrelevant.
The speed is irrelevant.
So, but I mean, that's something that, you'll listen to any... learning how to ride. Don't look at the gauges. You don't need to know how fast you're going. You don't need to know whatever the gauge is saying. Look forward. So
every once in a while, I'll glance down.
That was hard for me the first time I got on.
Well, every once in a while, I'll glance down to see what my speed is. Like if I'm cruising on the interstate, and I'll go, "Okay, I'm good." And I know what the engine sounds like at that point now.
Yeah, but me and you
if
are both
the engine
familiar
changes
with our
tone, I might glance down at the gauges and go, "Oh, something's happening."
Yeah. But that also comes with familiarity with the motorcycle, the way it sounds, what it's supposed to be doing at a certain RPM. But I like the idea of a 12.4 inch screen.
I like the idea that the screen, and I'm sure it does exactly as they say, but it'll be interesting. So they didn't say that you have to use like touch point gloves. They just said it'll even work with big bulky gloves.
Yeah.
But they said rain and stuff does not affect it.
Which I'll be curious to see in reality.
So if it's literally just a touch point, my thought is water would affect it.
In theory, it should. Yeah. Unless it requires you to put a little bit more pressure into
maybe
it.
So.
That's the only way that I could think of getting around
now,
that.
The other thing I'm wondering is if they put, I know I'm going to say this wrong so people don't butcher me, but apathics or whatever. When you touch the screen, is it going to have a feel?
Yeah,
like a phone does.
Yeah. Hepatic.
You don't even know
I know what you're
is.
talking about. Not shit.
The what?
Haptics.
Yes, that one. Sure. That sounds good. Better than both what we said.
So, but I wonder if it's going to have that.
You have some sort of response to you touching it.
The other thing I do know, it's going to come with Apple CarPlay, and it's going to come with accessibility to do Android Auto.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it comes with Android Auto.
Who's this Andrew?
I don't know. It's coming with Apple CarPlay. For Android, I would imagine to be something they'll have some sort of system like the WIM system to be able to connect your helmet, where it's a plug-in.
Yeah, and it may be just something as simple as you just need to plug it in and update, and you're good to go.
Yeah, and it might be where you go, hey, I've got an Android, and they go, oh, okay. They plug it up to the computer and go, this is an Android user.
Yeah.
And
well, because I mean that's pretty typical in most vehicles nowadays, like cars. You have the option of either one depending on your phone that you plug in. It'll load both.
Yeah.
Like when you load your
Speaking
phone
of phone plugging in, the Road Glide still has the pocket with the plug-in. It's on the left side this time instead of the right. The Street Glide, they did a much better version than what is on the older Street Glide. It is a tray that has an actual button you have to push to pop out. Your phone can lay flat in the tray, and it has the USB port inside of that tray. That tray slides back under. It's right underneath the radio, safe and sound. So,
we talked about this, and Heather was not a huge fan of because what it did not allow. I think having that tray there that's sealed is a good idea.
I think that tray sealed is a fantastic idea because my little door, because it doesn't have a push button. It's its own like auto click thing, and if you push it too hard, it'll pop back open type deal.
Yeah.
It'll randomly open going down the road.
Yeah, and you don't want your phone in there
Correct.
when it randomly opens.
Correct.
But Heather, why did you not like having the little door underneath?
Because it's harder to put T-bars on. I like T-bars, I'm sorry.
So, that being said, we'll see what people do.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, this is, like we just discussed, this is all new.
Yeah.
For the most part, this is a brand new bike that there's no aftermarket R&D done on it yet.
Right. With the well, yeah.
I'd say for the
I was about to say, Harley has done R&D for accessories, but aftermarket.
Yeah, I'm thinking, other companies that are out there, they haven't been able to get their hands on it to do test fitting or try to make it.
Yeah,
Correct.
there's going to be stuff come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll happen, and they'll have relocation kits if you need them. They'll do something that'll make it work because there are people like you that want T-bars on things.
So if you notice, though, with the Road Glide, it's an open clamp.
Mm-hmm.
Straight to the forks.
Well, I
Not like how they've hidden it in the past.
Which I find weird because of the way they did the Street Glide.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to force some people back over to Road Glide. I know that sounds crazy. A lot of people still buy Road Glides, but the number of Road Glides being sold has increased so much.
You mean
Street Glides has increased so much from people just going, I don't want to buy a Road Glide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's good. There's always going to be an up and down. One's going to be above the other. That's just going to...
I think it's going to get to a point where it levels off. It's kind of,
Well, they're going to do something new with the Road Glide, and they don't update
50-50.
the Street Glide one year, and then it'll go back and forth. But, I mean, that's all marketing.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things.
So, moving on to the fuel tank.
So they've redesigned the...
And they didn't go in a whole lot of detail on it.
No, they did not. But, I mean, with...
6 gallons.
Was it 6 gallons?
It's 6 gallons.
With the pictures, the styling is different than other Harleys that are currently out there.
Oh, it's a different gas tank.
Like, completely different?
Completely different gas tank.
Well, there you go. Is it plastic?
No.
It's like the one on the XR.
Yeah.
It's actually just a fuel can.
Yeah.
There's a red 5-gallon jug in it.
6. Red 6-gallon jug.
No, that's an auxiliary tank that's in one of those brand new saddlebags.
Side covers are different.
Yeah.
Seat is different than the CVO seats they've ran in the past.
Yeah.
Yes.
The overall seat shape reminds me of a factory seat, but it looks like it is 2-piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. It kind of looks 2-piece though, but it does look like a very comfortable seat. Looks.
I
Very
think
nice.
having a 2-piece seat is a good.
It's nice.
Well, forever on the Street Glide and Road Glide CVOs, it was a solo seat. It didn't, like, you had to buy seats.
Yeah.
So after that, you're onto the rear fender, which is the same.
Yeah. But there's something right next to rear fender adjacent.
No matter what direction you want to turn, saddlebags.
Yes, which I like.
And they look really
the new
good.
saddlebags.
That new styling that they put on those.
So, first of all, I want to say I'm shocked, not upset. I'm shocked that they got away from a stretch bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got so far away from a stretch bag that they actually now have a tapered saddlebag.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it looks good.
I like it.
The saddlebags
better.
actually have more storage capacity than they had before, also.
Do they really?
Yes.
Well, I think the styling of the saddlebag goes a little bit better with the performance mentality they're trying to put out with the CVO.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they also talking about the, accessories.
Mm-hmm.
So the saddlebags are coming from the factory with 5.7 speakers, 5.7 inch Rockford Fosgate speakers in there.
Yep.
They do sell a upgraded speaker system for that already. That puts 6x9s in there.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So,
that's something that me and you have talked about, and we have differing opinions. I don't like audio on a motorcycle. That's just not for me. You like having audio on your
I love
bike.
having my radio.
It's nice.
Yeah, differing opinions. So that's not for me personally. That's not a huge selling point. That's great.
Yeah.
Somebody will like that. I would never use it.
Yeah. Well, you know what you would use that comes with those saddlebags? A key fob that you just go click and walk away and they're locked.
See, I
like that.
want that.
But that's not just a new thing. CVO has done that.
Yeah.
So,
Which I think that's fantastic. I mean, that's
nice.
kind of bringing something in from the automotive world.
yeah.
Into a motorcycle. Well, obviously, like you said, they already had that, but still, that's a good feature to have.
Yeah.
Does it lock
nice.
the forks too automatically? Like all of a sudden your handlebars turn?
So, I think it'll just do the plunger up and down.
Okay, so the
But
plunger's
you
engaged.
have to have it turned to that lock position
But still.
to do that. But on top of that, I think when it's all the way to the lock position, even if the plunger's not locked, I don't think you can start the bike. I think it still has to be
Okay.
to the standard position to start the motorcycle.
Yeah, that I don't know. That's above and beyond anything I do.
It's something I can play with.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see.
We have a handful of CVOs in the shop.
Oh, do you?
Not the new one.
Oh.
I haven't seen
Because
it.
I would like to actually see one in person.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see one in person too.
I've seen a CVO. See these new ones.
Yeah.
So, moving to the heart.
Yeah.
You got to excuse me. I'm exhausted.
It's been a long day.
We'll go over that in a minute. We finally got what we've been asking for.
Yeah. A 121.
Bigger engine from the factory. 121 cubic inch variable valve timing with liquid cooled heads.
Which I think is a great move for Harley. Talking, like we talked about in the beginning, or I mentioned, people look at Harley, oh, this is all antiquated. This is old technology that they're using from the 80s and 70s.
Oh,
This is...
and by the way, that liquid cooled system, think of it like a DC wiring pattern. So you don't have, the system doesn't go to the front head and rear head and da-da-da-da-da. It goes in the rear head, from the rear head to the front head, back into the system.
Okay.
So instead of each head getting its own cooling system,
Yeah.
and the reason they ran the front head second,
Because it's getting the air.
it's getting more airflow already, so it's naturally going to be cooler.
Which makes sense. And honestly, that's something good for typically air-cooled motorcycle, having that liquid-cooled head. Because if you have liquid cooling, you can push the performance a little bit more.
Yeah, so I think I think it was somewhere like 115 horsepower and like 130 foot-pounds of torque, or 139 foot-pounds of torque.
Because it's an M8 based engine.
Based.
That's why I said based.
Yeah.
It started its life as an M8.
Yes.
And it's got the heads are new. Obviously, it's been bored out to a 121.
Yeah, and before anyone asks, I do not know anything about the VVT system.
Yeah, that's Harley has not put anything out other than saying it has variable valve timing.
Correct.
They don't say how they did it.
No. They might know someone like a voodoo lady down in New Orleans that like, and now they have variable valve timing.
But as we discussed, the only way it really makes sense is that it's oil actuated. There's got to be something in the oil pressure that's in there.
Yeah, which is how it's done on the Pan America.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's interesting. I'm happy that they've made some big changes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that the big engine we've been asking for, we finally got.
Yep.
I'm happy that some of the predictions we've had have been correct.
They came true.
To clarify, we didn't know this stuff.
No. Up until Harley put it out, none of this information was made available.
Correct. I got a little bit more information than Daniel did from a webinar, but literally that video talks about, it's a 6-gallon tank. They go into detail about the drawer and the pocket and the plugins because they don't go into detail in the CVO launch video.
Yeah.
It's basic stuff they went into for
that's
us.
more sales stuff.
Right. So when a customer's going, well, what about this? Here's this.
Yeah.
And then they also went into pricing information and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which they're calling dark platinum, sure looks silver to me.
That's what I was going to say.
Is less expensive than the Whiskey Neat.
Yeah. Which is typical for Harley. The plain color, I put plain.
Yes, the Whiskey Neat, super cool. I like the dark platinum myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they both look good. I do like the Whiskey
Neat. There is
color
more
pattern
that goes into the Whiskey Neat color.
Yeah.
So that's why the cost is more.
But I can't imagine that it would be too terribly much more.
I don't want to speak on it. I don't remember what the numbers were.
But I mean, like typical Harley pricing for different colors, I'd assume somewhere in that range.
And I don't want to go into detail on that because I have no idea.
Yeah.
I bought a black motorcycle, sir, because it was the cheapest.
That's facts.
So you're going to get the platinum one because it's the cheapest.
I'm not going to buy one.
Well, I really hate that.
I just put a lot of money on my motorcycle.
Just a little bit of money.
So...
no, I think that's great. I think we're both looking forward to seeing what this motorcycle actually can do and does when it's out there on the road and in people's hands.
Oh,
how the
ride modes.
Oh, it does have ride modes.
Yeah, I don't remember how many. I know. I think it's got rain, sport, snow,
tour,
not snow.
No.
Rain.
It turns the rear wheel into a track.
It's got. I'm tired, people. I think it's got rain. Like highway,
off-road,
sport,
off-road,
and then I think custom map.
Yeah,
it might have custom map A, custom map B, which would be 5, but it also might have like a sport plus mode.
Because that's very similar to what the Pan America has on it.
Yes, but you add the Pan America has rain, highway, sport, off-road plus, off-road plus. Custom map A, custom map B.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people don't know that there's a off-road plus.
But I mean, in the same vein of saying it has multiple ride modes that you could customize certain ones for your particular.
And when we say stuff's different, the switch housings on the handlebars are different.
Which is impressive for Harley.
It is different.
Like I said, I'm curious to see.
I want to see one in person.
Yeah.
Yes. So, speaking of seeing stuff in person, and part of the reason why I am tired is we had I guess we called it a party.
A hangout?
A hangout?
Wasn't one of our typical large parties, but we did have an event at the shop today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Father's Day, so to anybody listening to this on Monday that's a dad, happy Father's Day. I know we're a day late and $1 short, but we're recording this beforehand, so give us a break.
It is Father's Day today.
No, tomorrow.
Is it Monday? Oh, shit, today's Saturday.
Yeah, today's Saturday.
Oh, my God. I don't know what day it is.
It's fine.
Anyway.
It's fine.
Oh, we're on Saturday.
Tomorrow is Father's Day. So we're recording this. And
You did also say tomorrow's Monday.
No. I said who listens to this on Monday.
Okay.
Father's Day was yesterday.
Okay.
Daniel, you're loopy right now.
I probably am.
We're all loopy.
So, anyways, we had our Father's Day deal at the shop today. You know, burgers and hot dogs, that's not a Father's Day thing. That's a Saturday thing.
Yes.
Root beer floats, that was a Father's Day thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then we also had our custom motorcycle showcase where we displayed our current custom shop builds. And we unveiled the Road King.
That's a good looking bike.
That is nice.
So the Road King was unveiled for display purposes only today. The reason being, anybody that's dealt with the new ABS, it's not a quick flush for the brakes. So the brake system has to go through its full ABS flushing. And there has been some engine modifications, and it needs to get the full tune ran. There's not even a basic tune loaded into it yet. So
which explains why you're pushing it through the
could not
parking lot.
ride the motorcycle. And we did this. This bike was done as a collaboration build with one of our local customers who has a gorgeous motorcycle. Fits her age on Instagram. So we did the unveil today. He was there. We needed to get some photos. We took some photos inside, and then I pushed it outside. And I pushed it to the stage, and we got some photos.
You pushed it back.
And then I pushed it around behind the building on that side. Got more photos. Then I pushed it inside, and I was quite exhausted from pushing a 800-pound motorcycle around the parking lot. Actually, I'll tell you what, today has been busy enough that...
Are you still getting emails?
No, in a little Harley shop, I walked 4.5 miles.
That's pretty good for just walking around the shop.
Yeah. So, that is what has exhausted me. It's pushing that motorcycle around. I probably
One
pushed
whole mile of that was just pushing
I was
that
about to say, I
bike
probably
around.
pushed that motorcycle close to mine. At first, he was like, let's go down to the lower lot. And I looked at him and I was like, no.
Because someone's going to have to help me push the thing up the hill.
Yeah, because that is definitely up a hill.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a hill where I was pushing it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of a hill.
Going down to that lower lot?
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
That's a lot
You're going to
of
have
a
to
hill.
bring the trailer down here.
Yeah. No, sir.
No, sir.
I'll push it down there.
Yeah. I'll ride it down there. I rode it off the stage. No front brakes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you got a good way.
Yeah.
It's an open parking lot.
Yep. So,
Just gotta be careful when people pull out in front of you.
There you go.
but if you want to see more of that motorcycle, you can go to Fitzrage on Instagram. He posted a bunch of photos of it. Also, you can go to White Lightning Harley's Instagram and see pictures of it. It's decked out.
It's a good looking motorcycle.
She is dressed to the nines.
It does not look like a Road King. Like you would see it and not
It is
think
gorgeous.
It is a gorgeous
It is, yeah.
motorcycle.
So, it's got taller suspension, inverted front end.
Yep.
It's got a $4,000 set of RC Component Race Series wheels on it.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I was actually impressed when you wheeled it by.
Yeah. So, there's that. There's one more thing that I want to talk about before we call it an evening. Daniel.
Marcus.
Daniel selflessly created us some content.
I did.
You trying to avoid the subject?
I am.
We're not going to get into it too badly. But at this current point in time, the Valkyrie has brand new crash bars sitting on the table to replace the ones that are on the motorcycle currently. Correct.
Well, the ones that were on it are now in my garage.
Okay. Daniel has brand new crash bars for the Valkyrie. That being said, the Valkyrie is still a functioning and riding motorcycle.
It'll ride again.
It could ride right now.
Yes.
What, it ain't got crash bars?
It is still being studied for potential mechanical
Studied.
issues.
It's saying studied. Studied.
Studied for potential mechanical issues.
That is correct.
I have no idea what that means, but I'm going to tell y'all now, I'm going to the garage as soon as I hit pause on this podcast.
It's not out there.
Is it still up at the shop?
It's up at the shop.
It's being experimented on.
It's being experimented on.
Yes.
Valkyrie's probably thinking it's been abducted by aliens. So one last statement about the Valkyrie being experimented on that has nothing to do with the Valkyrie. Daniel, when was the last time you put on pants?
Friday of last week.
Why is that?
Unfortunately, road rash is hard to put pants on.
Oh.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.